omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
This was the last public appearance of the Sovereign Pontiff Pope Francis on Easter Sunday at the St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City. He passed away a couple of hours after worshipping with his Christians precisely on Monday the 21st of April 2025. Less than 24 hours following the announcement of his demise, the President of the Republic, Paul Biya, was quick enough to address a message of condolence to the central administrative body of the Holy See and the Roman Catholic Church. The content of the message reveals the profound sadness of President Paul Biya, who described the unfortunate incident as a loss of one of the most fervent servants of the Catholic Church and a committed partisan of peace and progress to the world at large. President Paul Biya goes further to evoke memories of his warm conversation with His Holiness Pope Francis during his two separate official visits to the Vatican in 2013 and 2017. The depth of the affection and emotion expressed in the condolence message speaks unequivocally of the very special relationship that existed between President Paul Biya and the papacy of Pope Francis. In 2013 and in 2017, the President of the Republic, who is a regular of the Vatican, came knocking on the doors of the Holy See. And with his friend and brother in Christ, Pope Francis, the two personalities had a fruitful and constructive conversation on their shared vision for humanity. Yes, the departed Sovereign Pontiff and President Paul Biya had converging views on some key issues of global concern, notably the preservation of peace to enhance development across the globe, dialogue as a tool for conflict resolution, and solidarity and empathy towards the poor and the less privileged in the society. These values were at the center of the relations between President Paul Biya and Pope Francis, who dispatched to Yaoundé in November 2024 a special emissary, Archbishop Paul Biya, from the Vatican with a message of good tidings to President Paul Biya. For sure, President Paul Biya's special relationship with the Holy See has been very critical in defining the excellent bilateral relations and cooperation ties that Cameroon and the Vatican have enjoyed for several decades today. There is no doubt, therefore, that President Paul Biya will pursue with success the mission he once shared with his friend, Pope Francis.